The concept's similar, but the SMW credit warp uses ACE, arbitrary code execution. We don't have that yet for this game. This is just a very powerful glitch. It's called cutscene storage. And let's see. No, don't load. Hello? Okay. So let's see. We use cutscene storage. Using cutscene storage. Does that fit? No, barely. Or how about cutscene storage allows? No, I like the other one. Using cutscene storage, we can what? We can set level 13. Oh, don't do that. Can make magic, exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
You are not free.
We can set the game to level 13,
the master of this house.
Which I think it's... Is it Enga? Or is it the Pious fight? No, everything is not complete. Pious fight, okay. Fuck. Pious fight. Then
you are not free to
we do
this plane until you complete a
3 CS.
You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing and you will be free. Else fear
to the end.
Wrath of Chaturka.
That was way too late, I think. Yep. While avoiding a fake crash.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
How many I've done so like in this period? Like 5? I think 4. Probably 4. Promising? Okay, I'm gonna let it rest. Just a little bit. And also, like, scroll. And we're gonna go Youth. Hell, we're gonna go Zelda. Oh, it's not even a CS. I thought it was a CS. I was, like, super sure. But what am I saying? I mean, you can't react to a frame.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
Nice laugh. I didn't remember that. A little bit too early.
You are not free.
Yo, by the way, Crep, we got an update on Spelunky 2. The big update.
Do this one thing,
but because of that, I actually forgot to make a backup of the previous version. So no rando for a while, I guess. Sadly, until they figure out the new version, I guess. Okay, I did 2. Is this a 6 scratch or not? Come on, game. Oh! We gotta do it 3 more times.
Leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing.
All right, this probably works.
Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
This most likely works. That is the important scratch. Everything else is either a mistake or just doesn't work. But it's like not a scratch, you know. I can fail this over and over, I think. Because right now I am on level 13.
You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing.
There's no save and load here, right? Or is it? I don't remember. If someone can check if there was a save and load with the Tetra CS. I might not have a second chance. Okay, Epilogue. There's no save and load. Okay.
And so it comes to pass.
Okay, so we got 0.
You
23.
Free to leave this
I am so
plane
bad at counting. I'm probably
until you complete a
miscounting
task
so
for
much.
me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
He says like Celato. Come on, just gotta hit the frame 3 times.
You are not free to leave this plane.
I am free to leave this plane. I can do it.
You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
Maybe. Imagine being like a full-time streamer of just this. Fuck.
And so it comes to pass.
Like you see, there's people that grind the any percents of games.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and
I'm gonna change to
kill
all yeah
the
after this.
master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
Too early.
You are not
There you go.
free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me.
Pronunciations are flexible
You are to
because he's
hunt
an
and
Elvish
kill
entity.
The master of this house.
Yeah, that's a good
Do this one thing, and you will be free.
it's a good one.
Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
It's kind of like how the word, what sound the word makes in your brain. What are you attempting? We are attempting at a credits warp to beat this game under,
And so
I don't know
it
how
comes
much.
to pass.
Theoretically under 5 minutes. but there's no way I'm getting that. And so to do that, we use this glitch called cutscene storage. I gotta press start on a frame that is 30 seconds into this cutscene. And it's one frame. And if we get that, then we can watch the epilogue. And that kinda triggers the credits. But the problem is right now we don't have a fate, which means we don't have an alignment of the game because we are right at the beginning of the game. We haven't choose anything, like an artifact. And so there's gonna be a crash if I go to the credits. So then I gotta do this same thing 2 more times to like avoid a script that has something to do with fate. And that way I'm gonna avoid the crash and trigger the credits without seeing any ancients in the credits. Come on, where's my storage? I gotta do it 3 times, we don't even have 1. We passed the first crash at least, so that's good. Okay, that was like 3. I didn't know there was a cheat like that. It's not quite a cheat. It's a glitch. Yeah, we discovered this like 3 days ago, more or less. It's late. I think it's late. Yeah.
And so it comes to pass.
Come on, this is just execution barrier at this point.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
This is one of my favorite games. It's a pretty good game. I think it's also one of my favorites. Absolutely favorite horror, for sure. That looked promising. Come on.
And so it comes to pass.
I do this on the stream, so you can suffer with me, so I don't have to suffer alone.
To leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill.
Remind me to switch to Uyaoth.
Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
Communal suffering is always a good time. Good. I'm glad you're having a good time.
And so it comes to pass.
How am I failing so many? How did I fucking got the 1 hour 4? How much was it?
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill.
That's why I barely run that category. Like I got insanely lucky with those ones. Yeah, 1 hour 4. Not sure. Can't tell.
And so it comes.
This means I'm getting it late.
You are not free to leave this plane.
But yeah,
You are to hunt
I really want to play the
and
rando
kill
again.
master of this house.
But I don't know how much time it's gonna
One
take.
thing, and you will be free. Else fear the
I
wrath
missed it.
of Xelatoth.
You gave me the random and then you took it away from me. Immediately. You can't do that. I think that's late. Come on! Just to know that if you were to look up a specific situation, we're creating game view. Do something. PPC architecture. No idea what's that manual.
Until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
Undefined behavior.
Do this one thing and you will be free.
I mean, an enemy exchanges.
Of Xelatoth.
Yeah. That's early.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
Really? Okay, that's like 3.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing.
What is really funny is that I probably still have like half an hour to beat the record. Like, maybe. Which is like 60 CSs. Oh, dude, what's going on?
So it comes to pass.
What is going on? Where did my CS go? Let's go, yes.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this
I was a little bit excited
Do this one thing and you
before the stream, before I even took a shower,
wrath of Uriel.
because I got this shit on 3rd try. So I was like, yeah, I'm still good at CS, yeah. No shit. You can't be good at this thing. You can't be good at frame perfect rig. People just run a lot. But I think no one is good at frame perfect things.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of
I also had to move this fucking CRT. And the Wii and everything. Now I had everything on this room. That's early.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to
Like, I definitely have
the master
a good
of this
feeling
house.
of
Do this one thing
when it's early,
and you
when
will
it's
be
late.
free.
I can
Else
kinda
fear
tell.
the wrath of Uriel.
But that doesn't mean I can hit, the 1 in 60 of a second. Way too early.
You are not free to leave this plane.
Way too
until
early.
You complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this
And
one thing.
I
and
think
you
this cutscene also has a repeated frame.
else fear the wrath of Uriel.
I don't remember. Eternal Darkness Prevails has a repeated frame. Right before the target frame.
And so it comes to pass.
No, it doesn't come to pass. I should have done Anthony.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete
So we only
a
had to
task
do
for
this
me.
one time after
You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
Holy shit.
Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Uriel.
Come on, come on. This is what we've done to this game. We did this. This is our fault.
And so
I'm almost like thinking that CS doesn't work anymore. Like I broke it.
You are not free to leave this plane.
Oh, I skip it.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me.
Let's see, anything new
You are
on
to
Discord?
hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath.
IDs for individual scrapes. Yeah, the scrape work, it's insane. It's really cool that you're documenting all that. It looked a little bit late, but it could be. Jesus.
And so it comes to pass.
That is another one.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task.
It is dialogue and dialogue box files
You are
annoy
to
the
hunt
shit out of
and
me.
Kill the master of this house.
They're like half
This
compressed.
one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Uriel.
Please.
And so it comes to pass.
Oh.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Uriel.
Come on. Yes. That's one.
So it comes to pass.
First threshold. Let's go for the next one. Nice.
You are not free to leave.
We gotta
this
do it 2 more
plane
times.
until you complete a task for me.
And that should trigger the credits.
Kill the master of this
The third
house.
time.
Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Uriel.
I think it's late. Yeah.
And so it comes to pass.
Emulator doesn't circumvent the crutches.
You are
As far as we know.
free
I
to
mean,
leave
we don't
this
know.
plane until you complete
Kinda.
a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
Like, I can circumvent them if I use frame advance, but that's not allowed.
Else fear the wrath of Uriel.
You still gotta find the good frame. And it's completely random.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
And there seem to be more frames that crash,
Do this one
that
thing,
frames that
and you
don't
will be
crash.
free. Else fear the wrath of Uriel.
Really?
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Ulyav.
I am feeling the wrath. I am definitely feeling the wrath. Come on, get me out of this.
And so it comes.
Also, what do we do after this? I don't have anything to do after this. Once I get the record. You are not free to leave this stream until you compress a credits warp for me.
You are to hunt and kill the master of this house.
You are to hunt and kill the record.
And you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Ulyav.
Else fear the wrath of whom? Whomst. You again? You? Okay. The wrath of the patriarch of the Nono family.
And so it comes to pass.
You are not
So what's about
free
that
to
quote
leave
that you
this
have?
plane until
You have that
complete a
quote
task
that
for me.
says
You
a
are to
real
hunt
man
and
should be a
kill
little bit
the
stupid,
master
something
of
like
this
that.
house. Do this one thing, and you will be free.
What's up with that?
Fear the wrath of Ulyav.
Shit. I wasn't paying attention. If I get this, it would be so fucking funny. Damn.
And so it comes.
Maybe
to
that's how it
pass.
should do it. Okay, that's number 2. One more. One more to go.
You are not
50
free
CS
to
on
leave
this
plane
session.
until you complete a task.
50
for me.
times this fucking
You are to
cutscene.
hunt
Oh yeah,
and
it's from
kill
the ending of
the
Yakuza
master of
2.
this house.
One guy tells
Do
another
this
guy
one thing, and
he's
you will be
stupid
free.
for taking a stand or
Fear
something, and the guy responds with
of
that. Okay.
Ulyav.
Yeah, no, it's funny. But I think it has something to do with like hang on. Let me see if this works first. Not quite.
And so it comes to pass.
So we sometimes talk with this with like my mom, which is this thing about acting like
You are not free
act
to leave
stupid,
this plane
kinda.
until you complete
I
a
don't know how
task
to
for
say it
me.
on English,
You are to hunt
but it's like
and kill the master of this house. Do
you
this one
kinda
thing,
act
and
stupid
you will be
for
free.
a certain
Else
thing,
fear the wrath
or
of
act naive,
Ulyav.
but in reality you are not. But so that way you can like take advantage of a certain situation. Okay,
And so it comes to pass.
so it comes to pass.
It is finally over, my dear. The Ancients' plans are finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your
I
mother
know.
and father would have been proud of you. Just
They
as
are.
I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
And so much to do. Goodbye, Alex. I will miss you.
I won't miss this.
Where emptiness had been, new knowledge now seeped inside.
How much is
Something
this?
happened then.
I know how
I was not
much
the only one,
that run was.
but there were many others like me. places.
It works.
Universes
It works on
fighting
console.
the same fight. All
And there's
to
more
serve
like
the
Pandora's
needs
on
of
other
others.
universes doing this shit too.
And to
Suffering
have my world
with me.
spared from eternal darkness.
Some of them didn't succeed, maybe. And they just got into eternal darkness. Now, this is a save. There you go. Now, what do you say, Chad? Do we save this or not? This will corrupt my memory card for eternal. And will give me a blank. It will do two things if I choose to save here. It will give me a blank fate on individual levels, which just scratches the game, and it will make choosing yes on carry this information to don't spawn any zombies on Kareem. On the part where not carrying the information doesn't spawn zombies, you know? That's what it's gonna do. Should I say yes or no? What do you say? Maybe you should do a poll. Sounds like a bad idea. I am all about bad ideas. A real woman needs to be a little bit stupid. Okay. Where is this? There you go. Sounds bad to me. Oh, I can't believe like people are doing this. Like you usually are all about destroying stuff, aren't you? All right, there you go. Yeah, like I don't think you'll like we don't know anything about this. Like I don't think this will corrupt the entire memory card. I think it's just getting a corrupted file for Eternal, which I can always just erase and get another one. Just because it sounds bad doesn't yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Alexa. You got it. You got me there. Yeah, so I know how much this is. I would say it was probably less than an hour. The stream is an hour long, but this attempt I started way after that. I mean, way after starting the streaming. We technically got like we got 5 crashes. So this is attempt number 6. And this attempt, I don't know how many storages have. It had a lot. Maybe like 30. I don't know. Or maybe less than that. Because if it was so many before. Not sure. But yeah, we got to level 13. And all that. And then I don't like technically world record, I guess. It probably is. It probably is. I wanna see the bot. But first I wanna see if you people want to destroy this or not. Now here's the thing. If you say yes, I have more content for you. Because I can crash the game with a blank stuff, and we can also go to Kareem. We can play up to Kareem to see if this is a thing on console. If not, I don't really have anything else to do. I don't think I'm doing another attempt, at least not today. I guess I could maybe give you a shot at the Anthony one. For more content. Like that could be the Anthony one is just 2 CS. And I can save and load before, I think. The Undertale Genocide Road philosophy, exactly. Exactly. You just do it because you don't have anything else to do. You just want more content. I will kill all my friends so I can have a thumbnail. A lot of channel points to make this happen. Oh, I wonder whom. Holy shit. What do you mean 50 bones? I know who that is. It's for science. I set it to 5 minutes. I don't know how much left. I'll show you the cutscene search thing. Is it here? So you see this thing right here? May I see it? Come on. No? No, you can't I cannot show it. Why not? There. Can't show the entirety of it. Why not? Do I have a filter? Probably have a filter. There you go. Fuck you. Okay. So you see this thing right here? So it has some numbers. So every green here, frame number 0, it's the save state I got, where pressing A on that frame will give you a 3-second window to avoid a crash on Gateway to Destiny. Okay? Then on the next 6 frames, so every red, it's either like 100% crash or a very small window. Like we're talking like just a couple frames window to press start. Because I don't know, because I didn't test all the frames. But it's not a 3-second, and it's not even a 0.5 second for sure. Okay? Because I did try every like 30 frames. More or less. So you see, there's no pattern here. There was almost a pattern at some point, but the 30 frames, this took like 2 hours probably, and I was able to do, or maybe 1 hour, but 1 hour of full work and like super boring shit. So at least on 30 frames, these 30 frames, there's no pattern, and there seems to be more crashes than non-crashes, sadly. Okay, so the answer is yes. All right, let's go. It's gonna be memory card slot A. We are corrupted.